Welcome back to the No Script Pod. Today we're talking about the new Avengers Doomsday trailer. We're going to start off by watching it first.
Something's coming. Something we may not be able to deter. Before this day is done, we shall be faced with an unthinkable decision.
I've fought with many warriors in my time. They were far stronger than all of us put together, and they died. They died facing enemies and threats that scared me far less than this one. Everything that they sacrifice will be for nothing if we do not stand together. Put aside your petty squabbles. And presume nothing except this. If you return, you will return as brothers and sisters. Mark my words. We're going to need a miracle.
Hey, pal.
It's not possible.
That's pretty good.
Pretty good. It's got me hyped.
I'm wet. Little pre-cum.
Yeah, I'm up there. Give me the rag. Okay.
Oh, shit.
I'll start off by saying this. It had me hooked.
Okay.
Immediately when I watched it, it gave me the Avengers goosebumps.
Yeah.
I was like,
Always.
I'm back in. I'm so back in. After all these movies of, like Ant-Man, Quantumanium, etc., I'm excited again.
What are you most excited about?
I'm excited to see another story told by the Russos.
That's very true.
I
They
think
haven't missed, bro.
they can't miss. Like, they always just cook. The comic that they're doing is really interesting. And, I'm very excited to see where they actually take it as it relates to the comic that they're basing it off of. Not only that, it's just so epic to see all of them together. There's just nothing else in film that has that.
One of my hottest takes of all time is that the MCU is the greatest thing that's ever happened to cinema ever.
Wow. Wow.
Fuck the digital camera, fuck CGI, all that shit.
Fuck Shakespeare.
All that shit.
Fuck
Fuck
Shakespeare.
The
We don't need 'em.
MCU
Yes.
is the greatest thing that's ever happened to cinema.
Yeah.
And when you mention these guys, the Russo brothers, Captain America, the Winter Soldier, Captain America, Civil War, Infinity War, Endgame, and Doomsday, they haven't missed, bro.
And if anybody can fix the mess that's been created, it's them. They're the only ones that can fix this, probably. But let's get into the actual trailer. The first thing that I noticed, or first thing that grabbed me, was who the hell is speaking in the beginning in this accent? When I found out that's Robert Downey Jr. As Dr. Doom in his accent, I'm like, I am in. If you're gonna do that, I'm not gonna think that, oh, that's Iron Man. That's what I first noticed is that, but also I just don't think he's gonna be without the mask for much of the film. I think it's gonna be mostly him behind the mask as Dr. Doom, but also
Really?
he's scarred in the comics. So, would we even really be able to know for sure that it's, Tony Stark per se? Like, we might know a little bit, but it's going to be so deformed potentially
I don't know.
that it won't give us the same feel as.
I think we'll definitely get a face reveal.
How do you think that Dr. Doom gets introduced into this? Do you think that, that Thor introduction where he shows up and they're fighting. Is that going to be the beginning of the film, like Infinity War, do you think? Or do you think they're going to take a different approach?
I really hope it's not the beginning of the film, because if so, that's a massive power scaling issue.
Yeah.
Dr. Doom cannot stop Stormbreaker with 2 fingers at his base.
No.
He would have to be extremely amped to do something like that.
Yeah.
Because we've seen Thor throw Stormbreaker through a blast from all 6 Infinity Stones.
Yeah.
Dr. Doom does have a symbol on his hand in the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
That's the symbol of rune magic. It's the same symbol we seen in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness from Scarlet Witch.
Right.
So he is using rune magic, but I think that the Infinity Stones outscale magic in the MCU simply because Thanos defeated Doctor Strange, probably our greatest magician, with 4 Infinity Stones.
Yeah.
So
that's true.
I don't know. He put up a good fight.
He did put up a good fight, but do you think that this is getting into the weeds of Infinity War? Do you think that maybe Doctor Strange purposely lost because he knew that was the only way, sort of thing? You know, he knew that the only way was one possibility. Do you think that could have been could that be a reason why they say that, oh, magic actually isn't outscaled by the Infinity Stones? Could they explain it that way?
They could explain, well, they could just explain that Doctor Strange isn't the most powerful magician because you have the Scarlet Witch. But on that topic of did Doctor Strange lose on purpose? Well, if Doctor Strange could defeat Thanos, it would have been one of the timelines.
That's true.
He would have just done it.
Yeah, that's probably true. Or, I mean, now we're getting really into the now we're really getting in the weeds of theories for Doomsday. What if Doctor Strange saw that timeline that needed Tony Stark to die because he would turn into Doctor Doom? And so he needed him to die in this timeline.
Yep.
What do you think? I mean, I don't know if that's actually going that route, but what a fun theory. What do you think about that?
I do still think it's a massive mistake if Doctor Doom is not Tony from a different timeline. I think that's where your money at.
Yeah.
That's what people waiting in line to see, because we got RDJ as Doctor Doom.
Right.
We want to see him have some connection to Tony Stark. Doom is like maybe a top 5 Marvel character to me.
Yeah.
But he's had no build up.
No.
Like we were going Kang, and then we just kind of...
But I think that's what they were trying to do. I think, you know, I was thinking about this last night, and I was thinking, man, what they probably were originally planning to do was bring RDJ as Doctor Doom, but it was going to be a buildup of the universe through Kang. Kang is, going to mess up the multiverse in a way that causes incursions, and so that will bring about Doctor Doom. But I think, they just, unfortunately, they decided to scrap the entire thing based off of a shaky police report with, Jonathan Majors.
Which
we'll
get on that.
We'll get on that. But I do think that it could have been better if they just would have kept going.
Yeah.
If they kept going with the Kang Dynasty thing, maybe a movie or two, 1 or 2 Avengers movies with him, then move on to Doctor Doom. It would have been so much smoother.
I agree. And I think it would have perfectly followed the path of the comics.
Yeah. With
the Kang variant standing in for the Beyonders.
Right.
Because in the comics, what happens is the Beyonders cause all this havoc.
Yeah.
And Doctor Doom
uses the power of the Beyonders to become God Emperor.
Yeah, he absorbs all their powers and becomes God Emperor Doom.
I mean, imagine that timeline we could have had where we went from Thanos to a really strong Kang movie, and then that caused us to go into a Tony Stark variant Doctor Doom storyline that built up in a way.
But I'm going to tell you this. I think Quantumania did more damage to Kang than Jonathan Majors beating a white bitch.
Hey, glad I agree.
when
you were right.
Seen Kang lose to Ant-Man, it's like, man, what the fuck?
Yeah, exactly. Because it's like, is he really that powerful? I mean, I guess you could say that, oh, there's so many Kangs, and that's kind of the point, but it's like, he's not powerful. He's not.
No.
He's losing to Ant-Man.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
And that point's actually, let me get right into this. Ant-Man is in this movie. Do you think that they will have any mentions of Kang in Doomsday at all?
There was like some leaked footage. And some people said it was AI. I don't know.
you never know these days.
Essentially, what the leaked footage showed was slaughtered Kangs and Doom walking through.
Wow.
So a lot of people think that the movie will start with Doom killing all of the Kangs.
But do you think that it would be a little bit of an issue for them to do the Kang stuff, with Jonathan Majors? Like, why would Jonathan give them the rights to, use his likeness like that? You know what I'm saying?
I don't think, bro, we talking about Disney.
You're right.
This guy probably had to sign an NDA and all kind of shit.
I guess they don't have to show his face.
They can probably still show his face.
I don't know.
You remember the end of Ant-Man where they had all those Kang variants in that
the
stadium? Yeah. I think it's gonna be some shit like that. They could just do a thing. He shows up in the stadium, use the same footage, does some kind of explosion magic trick, walks away, stadium is burnt. They don't even have to really give us much of anything else.
The mess, I guess, with this whole multiverse Kang stuff. Another big issue with fans is the multiverse and what it's kind of caused. Do you think that this is like the best way they could have combined the multiverse almost and get all of our heroes into one universe so that we can just have movies with them? Do you think this is their best way to actually write it into the universe?
The best way to do it, in my opinion, is just have Dr. Doom win. Entirely. Have him wipe the universe. Let's start over from scratch. Right. All new actors, all new characters.
No chance they do that.
I want Iron Man back. I'm not going to lie to you. It's been 7 years and I miss Iron Man.
All these trailers have to do with kids. Thor's kid.
Yeah.
Captain America's kid. Like, are they setting up for that? Are the kids of these people going to be the new, Black Panther's got a young kid, are they gearing up to do Young Avengers and they just basically reboot with new actors and they call them the sons of the previous,
honestly though, do you think that would be better than just starting over?
I don't know if it would be better, but I think it's maybe more likely. I
think just scrap the MCU. We've had it for 20 years.
No chance Disney does that.
By the time
I agree, but I just don't think it's plausible.
Yeah,
I just don't think Disney will do it.
I don't think it's plausible, but I want them to do. I want them to lose in Doomsday.
Yeah.
And then I want them to go to another timeline and get a Tony Stark and bring him back. And Tony Stark should defeat Dr. Doom.
I don't know. That would be crazy.
I want it, bro.
That'd be the craziest fan service of all time, but I'll sit for it.
You ever read Injustice, the comic Injustice?
Yeah.
In that comic, Batman can't beat Superman. He takes over the world. Batman ends up going to get a Superman from another timeline to defeat the Injustice Superman.
Holy fuck.
Like, if they did some shit like that, because Tony Stark is our Superman in this universe.
Yeah.
Like, this is the guy who defeated Ultron. He defeated Thanos. He figured out time travel in like a week.
Yeah.
Like, if anybody can beat Doom,
it's
Tony Stark.
It's Tony Stark. Yeah, you're right.
Bring Tony Stark back.
I mean, they're clearly showing in this trailer that Thor is the leader. Like, he is the leader as of right now. And do you like the tonal shift that they have given Thor for this movie? He ain't laughing. He's not a joke of a character right now. He's not fat, eating bullshit and playing Fortnite. He's a serious character. Do you like that they've put him back into a more serious role?
100%. But this is a complaint I have about Thor.
Mm-hmm.
When he's a joke character, he's more powerful. Like,
to be honest,
in Thor Ragnarok, we had this guy knock out Hulk with one punch.
Yeah.
With no Stormbreaker.
Yeah.
In Love and Thunder, bro is like the most powerful Avenger. He's like pulling magic out his ass and shit. Thor is off the charts.
Literally, though.
And then in here, it's like he's charging up what looks to be his most powerful attack.
Yeah.
And Doom is stopping it with 2 fingers.
Well, I agree. This is like the 10th time that they've downgraded Thor to show off the power of the villain. But personally, I don't mind it if they do it the right way.
But also, it's the thing of Thor keeps getting more powerful for none of it to pay off.
I think this is Thor's time. Like, I think Thor is going to be the hero at the end of Secret Invasion.
I like
what?
that.
Or what is that the name of it? Not Secret Invasion.
Secret Wars.
Secret Wars. I think Thor will be the Tony Stark. He's going to be the main character for these two movies.
You want to know something? In the comics, Thor and Hyperion are the last two heroes left, and they just go on an all-out war against the Beyonders by themselves.
Damn. Holy shit.
They take out a couple of them. Obviously, they lose.
Yeah.
Because the Beyonders are like,
literally,
extremely powerful.
Yeah.
Like, I would like that more. If Thor just went down fighting, takes out a couple, like we know he's powerful, but obviously he loses. Instead of this thing of, Thor has to just be a strategist now because his power means nothing.
Yeah.
You know, like I still want powerful Thor.
I want warrior Thor for sure still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On that topic, do you know Rune King Thor?
I do not. I mean, I've heard about Rune King Thor.
So Rune King Thor is like the most powerful version of Thor. He's omnipresent. Thor gets this power after he absorbs the Odin force, but also he gives up both of his eyes for wisdom, and he becomes like all-knowing too.
Shit. I do think that we are gearing ourselves up for Thor's climax. Thor wanted another Thor movie to regain like more serious nature. He wanted to be a more serious character and just like leave it on a good note. And I don't think they're going to do that, but I do think they're going to end his character here with being more serious and it being grandiose.
I would like that.
So Spider-Man's coming up. Do you think we're going to see anything more from like a teaser for Doomsday in Spider-Man?
For sure.
And I guess this is, do you think we're going to see Spider-Man in Doomsday?
100%. I think a lot of those scenes where it kind of feels like somebody's edited out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's 100%
that's either Spider-Man or Doctor Strange. We haven't seen either of those two.
Yeah, and I have a list. There's a bunch more characters that I think could possibly in it too. I mean, like, where are the Guardians? What's going on with them? It seems like we just kind of forgot about them, but I don't know. Do you have any more theories? You said you had some theories, right?
Oh, yeah.
Let's hear some theories.
So I wonder, is Doom going to be a good guy or a villain at the beginning of this movie? I do think that Doom will be good to us and to the characters at the beginning of the movie. I think that it would be kind of dumb for them to play it like he's a good guy when we all know he's the villain. Like it'd be a waste of time.
Yeah.
I think that Doom will be a good guy, but there will be another character in the movie that does something that sets Doom off.
Who's that?
Captain America. Now, let me explain this theory, right? Dr. Doom and Steve Rogers want the same thing. Steve intentionally goes to another timeline to have his wife and his daughter, right? I don't see Steve giving that up. Is he going to sacrifice that timeline for one timeline? We know that his timeline is not going to be the one that lasts because nobody exists in his timeline.
No.
No Guardians, no Iron Man.
Well, I have a theory for that.
Let's hear it.
I believe that him going back is what actually created the Fantastic Four timeline at Earth 828. I think that's why Thor finds him in the Fantastic Four ship, is because that's actually where he resides. And I'd like to think that him going back in time and fighting Nazis again is actually what created the peaceful era of the 1950s where the Fantastic Four are from. So I think him going back created the Fantastic Four timeline. And not only that, I think Dr. Doom is also from that exact timeline as well. And that's how they meet, is in the 828 universe.
Well, I think we know for sure that Dr. Doom is a part of that timeline because he was in the Fantastic Four.
But we did see him kind of teleport the baby out in that post-credit scene. Like he had the baby and then I think he like whoop with the baby like as she was reaching out. So technically I feel like, we could say that maybe he went to another multiverse at that. I don't know. I'm not sure what his exact powers are, but our Captain America is on Earth 828 with the Fantastic Four.
I think that Doom is after Cap.
Doom's after Cap? Ooh,
yeah.
Because he caused the incursion.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking too, is that, but not only that, I think that's how Loki's involved too. Is Loki actually shows up and is the one to tell Steve Rogers that he caused an incursion.
But I think that Doom is actually trying to save the day.
Yeah, I think that like they'll be teaming up at first until Doom finds out that the death of his maybe daughter or something, or like the death of his universe was caused by Captain America's decision.
Doom's goal in the movie will be to stop the incursions. But Steve won't want that because he lives in a timeline.
Oh, wow.
He's not going to want. So I think that he's going to mislead the Avengers.
No way.
Yeah.
That would be crazy. That would be absolutely insane.
Yeah, that's where I think they're going. I think that Doom and the Avengers will probably want the same thing, just not the same way. The Avengers are going to just want to stop the incursions altogether.
100%.
Cap is probably going to want to keep, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
his.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I could see him being like a twist villain.
Here's some other heroes that I think that we might see in this, because we're talking about these different timelines. The X-Men timeline has Deadpool and Wolverine in it still.
Yeah.
No chance we get just Gambit. You know what I'm saying? Like
I think we're getting all the X-Men. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's because like also Deadpool, Wolverine, there was so many like Doomsday, like foreshadowing stuff. Like they have to be in it. Scarlet Witch, what's going on with her? What's going on with American Chavez? She's the one that's able to go to different multiverses. Don't you think that probably her power is going to be like an integral part of this potentially?
Yeah.
You know? So there's like so many characters that we haven't seen yet, and it's already huge.
Yeah, well, you know, Jean Grey is supposed to be in the new Spider-Man movie.
Yeah.
And in the comics, Scarlet Witch is actually a mutant. But in the MCU, they kind of just do this thing of she's an experiment going wrong because they didn't have the rights to the X-Men when they introduced her. Maybe they explain that she's actually a mutant, and that's why she's so powerful.
What about the Eternals?
You know, I think that
because they were like, I mean, I felt like the Eternals were setting up something huge that never came to be.
Well, they do reference the Eternals in the new Captain America movie.
Yeah.
Because there's like a race to take over the celestial head that emerges from the Eternals. So they do reference it, but to be honest, man, it kind of seems like Marvel just wants to forget about that.
Yeah, because it's just so crazy to me. They have a movie of the Eternals and like the villain is this colossal being and like nobody else in the Avengers like cares. like this world beater colossal thing and like what's Spider-Man up to? Like,
nobody give a fuck.
Yeah, like what's Hulk up to? Scarlet?
Thor? Nobody.
Doctor Strange? You want any parts of this? Eternals was a good movie though, so you know, it was all right.
I'm done. Do you think Doom will be better than Kang could have been?
I do personally, just based off of what I've heard about each character. I don't know them. I'm not gonna act like I know them a lot, but I do think that Doom seems to be a better character.
Yeah, he's a cooler villain.
I just wish that they would have gone through with the original timeline of things that I think that they were setting up, which is Thanos to Kang to Doom. Like, I just wish we could have got the full progression.
Yeah, that's true.
Without all these extra bullshit shows and movies. Like, let's just scrap them.
That's very true.
You know what I'm saying?
Did you hear Jonathan Majors' comments on RDJ? What he said about RDJ?
I've seen some comments. I'm not sure if they're the comments you're talking about.
He said that he wished that he got a second chance the way RDJ did.
And I agree, but also it took a lot of time for RDJ to get a second chance. And when he got that second chance, everybody was like, what are you doing? So it wasn't an easy thing whenever RDJ did it. But I mean, also, I don't really think Jonathan Major did anything wrong. So it's like, on one hand, I just don't think he should have been punished at all. But two, the circumstances are different. RDJ had to wait a long time before he was ever accepted back into Hollywood.
But RDJ went to prison.
Yeah, but what did he go to prison for?
He got caught with possession of cocaine, heroin, and a handgun.
I also don't think that that's really that crazy. Like, I don't think you should be banned. You're telling me that we're banning people from Hollywood for being in possession of drugs now?
Well, this is the thing.
You know what I'm saying?
RDJ was a crackhead, bro.
Oh, for real?
Like, this guy could barely do his job because he'd be so high.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay,
that was
I
really,
can see that.
yeah,
If you're just bad at your job, then
Yeah.
that's really the reason why.
But
you know what I'm
Jonathan
saying?
Majors, like, I mean, this guy has a misdemeanor.
Yeah,
Like,
that's it. I do
don't
think
know.
that he deserves a second chance, and not only that, I just don't think that he should have been scrapped at all.
This guy really got charged with excessive defense.
That's crazy. That is
He
insane.
got in trouble for excessively defending
I
himself.
feel bad because I really think he's a great actor.
If you seen Kang in the first season of Loki, the ending scene, bro, that's the most tension I've ever seen of just two characters talking to each other.
Wow. If y'all enjoyed this episode, go ahead and leave a like or rating. Listen to your thoughts down in the comments below, and we'll see y'all next week. Peace.